My name is Annette Stoik. I live in Bloomer, Wisconsin, so it's like 2.5 hours from camp. Tasha, she and her husband Doug came to CVTC where I work, and she did her talk of her life experience and her accident. I was so intrigued with that because she was in a wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair. And I'm like, oh, I have to go to this. And I wheeled way up to the front of the room, and I was front row. She came up to me afterwards and said, "Hey, what do you think about National Wheelchair Sports Camp? Would you want to go to that for a week?" And I'm just like, sure. My initial thought was, what the heck am I doing here? I don't know anybody. I've never been away from my mom for this long a period. Can I do it on my own? Can I survive for a week without my mom? Well, yeah, I can. I can do this on my own. Wait a minute. I don't know. It was nerve-wracking, but every camper there was so inviting, and it's gonna be fine, you're gonna have fun, and they all would come and give me hugs and just being there with me. So then eventually I felt like I was at home. It just gave me more confidence in myself that I can do stuff on my own, and more confidence oh, I'm not the only one out there with spina bifida in a wheelchair, because I live in a small town. So there's no, I didn't know anybody else that it was in a wheelchair with spina bifida. And I come to camp and there's 30, 40 other people there that with my same thing. And I'm like, oh, this is really awesome. So it's just made me more feeling more happy about myself. And yes, I can do things even in a wheelchair. I love scuba diving. That is my favorite thing. I've done it a couple times since I did it last year at camp. I'm doing it actually again in March. So those people there are just so friendly and nice and so patient with us learning that. And it's just an amazing feeling to be underneath the water and swimming and just being free under the water and enjoying myself. So I hype up camp. I say how amazing it is and how scared I was the first year, and what I've come to now that I'm not scared anymore, and I want to come back, and I have a countdown every year to come back. So yeah, I'm trying to convince some other people to come too. I do have a friend that's on the fence about attending, and I just tell her, I'm like, you're going to be nervous your first year. I said, but there's nurses on staff, there's an EMT, there's a ton of volunteers, and all the camp staff there are amazing. There's a lot of campers there, and I said, you're going to make a lot of friends. And she still hasn't decided to come yet, but I'm still trying to convince her to come. When I see new campers come in, I know how they're feeling and nervous, and I just try to console them and, try to make them feel comfortable and that they can come to me if they have questions. And I like to help people. I've always liked to help people and just make them all feel welcome. So I'm excited to have this new role and have new experiences. I just absolutely love coming to camp every year, making new friends, new experiences. It's the highlight of my summer.